Remarkable day, every single one of you. Welcome to Lead with Intentions, where every single week, I, your coach, Ambereen Hameed, shows up here ready to serve. It's truly an honor to have crossed pathways with you again today. And I want you to know that I appreciate you for showing up here to serve yourself and prioritize who you are while giving us the most important commodity in the world, which is your time. Welcome to Spanglish World Network and Zingo TV, channels 250 and 251. Please remember to download the Zingo TV app on your respective app stores: iOS, Android, Fire TV lineup, Roku, all the good stuff, alongside with any smart TVs 2016 on forward, and even available for free across all these platforms, plus the Google Chromecast lineup. As always, please make sure that you are engaging with us. Let us know in this app downloading process what we're doing well and also what we can improve to make your experience one that is truly remarkable. And with that said, I want you to know that this show is set out on an expedition to allow us a path to discover the best of who we are. And today, our guest is somebody who exudes this at the most beautiful levels. Her name is Ruba Ardah. She's a Palestinian Jordanian consultant with almost 18 years of experience, armed with a broad-based knowledge and skill set of project management, office, quality engineering, alongside with coaching. Quality is honestly Ruba's passion, and she's always seeking to understand people and to really understand and connect with them in a way where they feel like they're understood, that they're heard, and they're appreciated and accepted as they are. It is one of our incredible goals in life to help women all across the world find business to be something that's a safe, supportive, and a stunning environment that allows them to flourish without changing the essence of who they are. With that said, help me and join me in welcoming Ruba. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Ambereen. Thank you for your introduction, and it's my absolute pleasure to join you in your show and your interview. So thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Well, every single one of you who's here listening knows that I bring on people who are not just your ordinary, but they have a little bit of extra, which makes them into an extraordinary human being. And although I can say wonderful things about Ruba, I haven't known her for so long. But whenever we've had an exposure, we forget that time exists because we're so much in conversation with the world. One of the most amazing things that she works on is just bringing awareness to a lot of the issues and challenges that people across the world are facing. With that said, Ruba, I really want you to tell us something about you. Who are you, and what is it that you do?
Yeah, okay. I'm Ruba Ardah. I'm a Palestinian Jordanian consultant. I have around 18 years of experience in both quality engineering, PMO management, and I published around five research papers in IEEE and Scopus. And I got my master's degree in enterprise system engineering, top of my class. Actually, I love hiking, writing, reading, and I'm passionate about supporting business ladies to reach
Mm-hmm.
their level and pass with flying colors. And this is really important. And this is the goal of my small business, Brilliant Way, that it's going to support business ladies to find their own way, to know exactly, to believe in themselves, and to reach this kind of higher and higher level in their ambitions and their dreams.
Mm-hmm. And why is that important to you? Why is it important for you to make Brilliant Way the way of life for these women?
Yeah, okay. Actually, like business ladies, they are really gorgeous and they are really brilliant. If they have this kind of safe, supportive, and positive environment to flourish. And this part of environment is really important. Like you can't find it everywhere. You need to create it. And you need to believe in your, let's say, ability and your capability to create this environment. So the idea that if you are really creative and you have, let's say, really good skills and powerful skills, but you don't have this kind of environment to support you, to believe in you, you're going to do nothing. Even if you work hard and you try just to improve yourself, You feel that you have this kind of limits because you are alone. But if you think about it, you are not alone. But if you can find a secure environment, you can pass with friendly others. You can feel the taste of life as well, and you can just reach lots of people to help them, to serve them, to achieve more and more in this life. But otherwise, you're not going to succeed.
Mm. I love what you just said. And one of those things we don't normally say, feel the taste of life. So you're
Exactly.
almost kind of bringing our senses into this adventure of being a business, business owner, especially as a woman. Now, there is a lot that people, who are listening, our audience members here may not know about what is the big deal, or what's so impressive about having 18 years of consulting experience living in the Middle East, right? Where most women don't really work, let alone become consultant and kind of figure out their own pathways into knowing that there's so much more that they can offer this world. So for all of those, all of our listeners who are diligently, hopefully taking these notes, we talk about, the power of note taking and really documenting the small little bits and pieces where you find yourself in these interviews alongside with what you can learn from them. So can you help us understand that, Ruba, a little bit more?
Yeah, okay. Thanks for your question. And it's really a good question. But let me just change it a little bit. It's not about being in the Middle East. It's going to be really difficult for business ladies. Like here in the Middle East and in the Arab countries, we can find lots of successful women in engineering, in business, like in different kind of domains, and they are really well educated because it's part of our, let's say, mission in this life, that you have to get a degree, you have to let's say work and roll your sleeves to gain more skills and all of that stuff. But maybe it's a little bit challenging, okay, but it's not impossible. This is the point. Challenging that everyone in like on this earth will face lots of challenges, will face lots of obstacles. But the point here, how you're going to overcome them, how you're going to succeed in your life and achieve your mission. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there are lots of strategies, but the main point that when you pick and choose one of these strategies to apply it, you have to know that you won't, let's say, destroy yourself or lose yourself. You have to
Mm-hmm.
protect your true essence while you are overcoming all of these challenges. And that's why I'm telling you that business ladies, their let's say their mission to achieve this or to succeed, it's going to be a little bit harder because if they lose themselves, they kind of losing many things, or they are kind of losing everything. So
Mm-hmm.
any lady in this world, she has to know how to protect herself, how to set her goals, set her intentions, and just to try to go with the flow and over these obstacles or challenges, and to be brave, to believe in herself. So these kind of factors, she has to have them in their personality. So that's why I'm telling you. About me, I feel like it's not about having the certificate or master's degree, but the point is what's behind this. What kind of life experience I got it while I'm just overcoming all of these challenges. So this is what matters actually. If you think about it, this is the important part. Maybe all the certificates or maybe a number of years of experience, it's just the tip of iceberg. But there are lots of challenges, lots of scenarios, lots of obstacles. And while you are overcoming them, you have to know how to protect yourself and to be humble as well. So this is, yeah, like this is what's in my mind.
All right. I love how you've kind of reframed my question and said, women here are very successful, but if you're not living in the Middle East, you may not think of it that way because what's been kind of shared with us. So I love the correction. Thank you very much for that. Now, for all of us who are listening, and they're like, what, lose your essence? How would you define an essence of a human being, whether it be man, woman, or however people associate their gender to be?
Yeah, good question actually. And it's hard to answer, to be honest,
I know,
because
that's why I took you there.
yes, exactly. It's hard to answer because it's all about the principles. It's all about being yourself, you know. So sometimes, let me just give you an example. Like you have a challenge and you have lots of options to overcome this challenge. Which one you're going to choose? So you need to analyze it. You need to think about it. Is this step is going to, let's say, lead me to a fruitful result, but hurting somebody? It's really important. If this, let's say, if you want to think about it, that yeah, I'm gonna gain this position, or I'm gonna just have this success story, but do I, let's say, change my true essence, like chase toxicity?
Mm-hmm.
It's also important to think about it. So when you just take any further step, you have to think about it. Is it the right step or not? This one, like if you think about it, is it the right step? Is it under God's umbrella? Or maybe is it a fruitful result and I'm not going to hurt anyone around me? All
Mm-hmm.
of these questions, or let's say all of these ideas, when you just think about it, you're going to succeed without losing yourself. If you have some principles that I'm gonna build my career path without, without any single lie, or maybe without just doing anything wrong in this life, I'm gonna achieve it, and I'm gonna just be successful in it. So you have your own principles, you have your own good manners, you have your own role models while you are chasing this kind of success story. So
Mm-hmm.
stick to them, stick to them. Don't try to change yourself or to be fake or to believe in another, believe in other beliefs just to please people.
Mm.
You know, you have to have this strength inside yourself and persuade people with your principles, with your thoughts, ideas, without trying to change in a very negative way. I'm telling you about the change. That change is really good. As
Mm-hmm.
long as you have this change in a positive way, just go for it. But if you're going just to change to have this change in a negative way, no, you have to stop yourself.
Yeah, it's almost like being integrous with who your authentic self is and making
Exactly.
sure that your soul will be happy, right?
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
the essence of us is something we cannot see, but we can definitely feel, right? You can feel
Yeah.
when you're doing something which isn't aligned, with your higher being, or you're just like, oh, I kind of should have not have done that, right? It's kind of like
Yeah.
this, your pathway, or that North Star people talk about. Now, let us know, what does it mean, Ruba, to lead with intention or to live an intentional life?
Aha. Intentions, when it comes to intentions, I feel like it's, that spark in your soul to, inside your soul, to let you have purpose, to to do what you do, or let's say to have an action. This is spark in your soul that you sit it and you truly believe in it and you feel that it's your purpose in life. This is what I call it intentions. So intentions, it's kind of, you will be rewarded because of your intentions. And when you have this kind of great intentions, you feel that your mission is going to have this greater or maybe fruitful result. And this is the point. The more pure intentions that you have, the more fruitful results you will get at the end. And you know what I like about intentions? When you set your intentions and you're trying to achieve something, or maybe to reach something, okay, pursue your dreams. When you have a challenge or obstacle, or you feel vivid, or let's say you feel that kind of sadness, you will just remember your intention. It
Mm.
helps you it's going to lift you up. It's going to help you overcome the challenge because you know that your intentions are really good, positive, pure, and it's going to help lots of people. So while you are facing these challenges, just think about your intention. And don't forget to set your intention in every single moment, in every single step, that while you are living your life. Intentions also, it's not about, let me just think about it, it's not about your business or your project. It's, you can just consider it for all your life while you are doing your daily activities. Why you are doing this? Why you are behaving in this way? Why you are believing in this? Why you are connecting with people? All of this stuff, you need to think about it and to set special intentions for it, you know? So intentions, it's not that something simple. It's something really deep. And if you feel it, you can achieve like magical things, maybe, or something like this. So yeah, and live it like lead by intentions. It's kind of you have to lead yourself and your intentions. And if you are a leader, you have also to lead the intentions and the spirit of your team,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, I think I think being great leaders, really you have to
Exactly.
be very intentional with the way that you show up, not to take things personally, give people the autonomy to think and act in the way that they do. Um, I love the definition of intention being a spark of the soul,
Yes.
because often, I think as both you and I we're Muslims, and so for us, we believe that when you set your intention, you're worshiping, you're in a state of worship. And so it's like free brownie points or free bonus points that you just keep getting because you're like, oh yeah, I'm just being intentional with my time, with washing the dishes, preparing dinner, taking care of the kids, serving my team, whatever it is, right? So it's such a broader meaning than just getting something done and being mindful of it.
Yes, and you will be rewarded based on your intentions. If you have this kind of good, positive intentions, you will be rewarded. And the point is, maybe it's kind of double-souled age, kind of like sometimes some people they set bad or negative intentions. Some
Mm.
people they have this kind of pure intention. So you have to be aware about your intentions and if they are really good and positive, or you need just to think about them, you know?
Mm. Yeah. All right. So allow us to tap into your life and share something personal with us so we can get to know you a little bit better, Ruba.
Okay. I'm gonna just ask you this question about me. Let's just spice things up. What do you answer?
I would say the one personal thing is you really took it upon yourself when you saw the injustice happening in Palestine. We say Palestine, to really educate humans and let them know it doesn't matter the skin, it doesn't matter the religion, it doesn't matter, your body. What matters at the end of the day, we're humanity, and we should really unite in oneness when we see injustice. So I saw that to be something that was very inspirational and very bold, for you to have done.
Yes. Thanks a lot for sharing this because, yeah, being through a series of challenges for more than 75 years as Palestinian, it gives us this kind of a bravery, and at the same part, like you need to deliver your message to the world because we are human. We would like to connect with people. People on this earth tend to connect with each other. understand each other, feel each other, not talk about each other. Maybe, Amberin, sometimes I feel like media, in one way or another, it changes our behavior in that we turn like um, most of people they would like to hear about each other, not to talk with each other. But if we talk to each other and understand exactly the root cause of the problem, and to increase our awareness about some issues, it's going to give us really a great life to live. And it's not only about us, about the next generation. Sometimes we have also, like all of us on this earth, we have this kind of great message to deliver, not only to our generation, but to other generation. And you can find this actually in all faiths. Like in Islam, in Christianity, in Judaism, there is a great message to deliver. So people, they tend to talk to each other, to know exactly about the issue. And about Palestine, what's happening in Palestine, it's really devastating. And it's not that thing that we can understand it as a human. After all, we ask for a humanity. And if I would like the world to be changed, I would like them to think about the humanity. We are human. We deserve a chance to live in this life, to deliver our message, honest message, and we deserve people to feel with us. And when it comes to Palestine, it's not about Palestinian issue. It's a worldwide issue. That's why all people they need to educate themselves, to ask some questions, to know exactly about what's happening, and to know exactly the truth. Because media, it's kind of you have like this true media and lots of dark media. So you need to differentiate between them. So yeah, I took it upon myself to deliver this message, and I created some short videos about it, and I'll continue this because um, you know our our beloved homeland. It's kind of sacred part of our souls, and all of us. It's not about me as Ruba and Palestinian. When it comes to your country and the rain, you feel that you're going to root for it. You're going to do lots of things because we love our country. And all of us, all people in this earth, they have to have this sacred feeling for their countries. And they have to feel that, yeah, I'm going to protect it. I'm going to do something for it. I'm going to just deliver my message, you know? So it's kind of a humanity as well as it's kind of really true essence as well. Because all people, they have to protect their homeland, their beloved homeland, in a very persuasive, positive, and let's say great way, brave way as well. You have to resist just to return it back, you know. So this is the point. I'm just like I'm doing some. I'm making actually some short videos on Instagram to to talk about Palestine, about the issue, about our culture. That it has really a great culture there, not only for Muslims but also for Christians.
Yeah. Well, now that we're at it, let
Yes.
us know, let the people who are watching, and thank you so very much for still staying tuned in, listening, watching, hearing, and understanding this conversation with Ruba. Where can people find you on social media?
Yeah, okay. Actually, on social media, they can find me in on a brilliant way on Instagram, and also Runjusat on Instagram as well for Palestine. And also, you can find me on LinkedIn with my phone number if anyone would like to contact me as well.
Wonderful. Yeah.
So
So
feel free to send me any message. Like, yeah, I'll be really grateful.
I think that's what a lot of the audience members who are here listening, you know, we really do this for you. We do this to not only impact your lives but to also impact ours. So if you find something that resonates, if you find something that just hit home, or a new breakthrough or an aha moment, or you feel like you're connected to myself or the person, who's being interviewed, drop us a DM. Let us know. You can find me at Coach Ambereen across every single social media platform. And you have no idea the amount of ammunition and joy and love that you give us to let us know that there was something that we did to leave an impact in your life. So never, ever, ever undermine the power of just one quick a minute to let us know how you're feeling and what you took away from our conversation. Now, so that's something personal that I said about you. How would you share something that's super personal again as well, but it comes into this form of family that will allow us to get to know that dynamics for you a little bit better, Ruba?
Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm going to surprise you with my answer here for this question because I have two different mentalities in my family. Like one of them, that from my father's side, like supporting ladies and believing them, and that it's really good for ladies to feel that they are safe and they can do anything. They can do magic, actually. But my mom, it's kind of, that this kind of standards, lots of rules while you are living your life. So that's why I feel like I can understand different kind of parents' mentalities, and I can
Mm-hmm.
help ladies in different kind of challenges. So about my like any family, they believe in me and they just give me the needed support, but in different ways. So if you think about it, that's why also I think about a brilliant way, because most of the time we need also to understand ladies' environments and how they've been raised in their environment to help them overcome challenges and to help them pass with the flying feathers.
Okay, so you said something that I'm going to actually challenge a little bit here. You said that, as families do, they support us. There are probably a ton of people watching, if not at least a handful of people watching, who are like, no, my family does not support me at all. They don't understand me. They don't accept me. They don't embrace me. How would you think your parents have allowed you to feel like you're being supported, so that way we can give them the benefit of the doubt of saying support comes in very different ways.
Yes, okay. Actually, this is a question I ask myself a lot, you know, especially when I just think about the idea of brilliant work and how I'm going to support business ladies or anyone that he or she needs this support. Because, in one way or another, we tend to have this kind of, let's say, history or package from the way that we've been raised. you
Mm-hmm.
know there are lots of ways to raise children, and some, let's say, parents, they are really cool and they just give you everything you want, and some parents, they have this kind of strict rules, and maybe they are really tough in way or another. So if you think about it, all of us, we have this kind of experience while our parents have been raising us. So about me, actually, I feel like with my dad especially, that I'm the only lady in my family, okay, with three siblings, brothers. So when it comes to any challenge in my life, and I just start to talk about it, my father just says that, Ruba, I know you. You are beautiful the way you are. Don't you change yourself to please others, and you can do it. All of these kind of words, maybe you feel like it's really simple words, but it means a lot to me. It resonates with me, even if I go to work, even if I go to any place or meet any other people. So The power of words. It gives you this kind of support. It gives you this kind of safety, sense of bravery as well, you know. But when you feel that there are lots of standards, lots of, let's say, that you have to be perfect, in like you have to do it and you have to do it in a perfect way, it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of putting you on a tight spot, you
Right.
know. And sometimes some people, when they just raise their children, they tend to have lots of orders and, let's say, clipping their wings. It's not like this. I'm gonna tell you one of my strategies that I have a little niece and I love it so much, you know. And she's 4 years old. And when I just talk to her, I will trying just to give my touch on her, let's say, personality and her how their parents trying to raise her up. So I just tell her that we are twins, and you have to imitate me in every single scenario. So I explained to her what's the meaning of the twins, and that we are here on this earth to support each other and to do all good things, and you have to imitate me. So she likes the idea, and she starts to imitate me in every single situation without feeling that we are giving her some orders, you know. So this kind of idea, it's kind of, sometimes we don't want to feel that we are surrounded by lots of rules or lots of chains, or we feel that we are on a tight spot. No, we want to feel that our soul has this kind of wings. We can fly, we can do lots of things, and nobody can judge us in a very harsh way, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So that's why. And if you just, I'm gonna just answer your question about my family. About, let's say, my father, he always says that Rupa, she has this kind of a spirit that bigger than anything. That, wow, she always has her own energy. She always wants to serve people, to do lots of things, magical things. When I just hear these words, I feel like it's tons of responsibilities, but I can do it. And I'm keen to. So this is the point. Words have this kind of power, and you have to be wise while you are choosing your words, to touch that special part of your soul or other people's soul. When you can raising the children, it's also kind of leading teams. You know, you can find lots of intersection points between them. As long as you can feel people's energy, you can lead them and you can raise them. So this is the key. It's not about having lots of strategies, standards, and no, it's not like this. But feeling other people, if they are our children or if they are our team, so feeling them, it gives you great chances to connect, to lead them, to change their behavior, to learn from them, to teach them something, you know. So it's kind of, well, I'm gonna just say it that it's it's not one way connection. No, it's two ways connection, and you have just to be patient while you are doing this. And what else about raising children? Don't say that my parents, they don't believe in me. The spark, maybe also it was a new question. It's not about if your parent believe in you or not. You have to believe in yourself. At certain point, you have to look inside yourself and unleash your creativity. At certain point, they will be proud of you. So sometimes we need to change the formula upside down. And this is kind of like let's say, it's a wise idea. It's not always I wanted people to support me. At certain point, I have to know how to support myself and
Mm.
how to raise my inner self. Every single person in this life actually, has this little child inside his or her soul, right? And Braid, do you agree with me on this?
Yes, I
Of
do.
course,
I'm taking my notes. I'm like, okay, resume.
exactly. Like you have to feel this child and to give the needed support for this child inside you. Maybe one of actually TED Talks, it was about how to learn or to, let's say, learn or gain lots of skills by playing. You have to play. Do something that generates your energy and bring you, let's say, this kind of, let's say, new adventure. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
hiker, and when I go hiking, I feel like I've learned lots of things because when you go, when you go to any hiking trail, it's kind of journey. Your life, it's also a journey. While you are going in this hike, it's not about your parents with you to support you climbing this mountain. It's all about you. So at certain point, it's not that easy, but you have to look inside yourself and to turn the formula upside down and achieve whatever you want and whatever you believe, then they will be proud of you.
Now, one of the first videos I ever recorded in my life was on this topic of be a childlike leader. So
Yes.
I think that the inner child is one of the most miraculous and magical things that we have. Yet when we grow up, it's the first thing that leaves, right? Like when you come into adulthood, you forget to live in fullness, to be present, to have fun, to express yourself, to be authentic, to not have to balance this yeah, I don't want to do that, but just saying yes because you think that's what people want to hear and know. And I often, talk to, I have this circle of kids that I'm constantly influencing. And I often will say, like, don't ever let me stop and remind me to be more childlike, and
Yes.
it's, it has like this shift. I'm not saying to be childish, right? That means somebody who's irresponsible,
Yes.
who is upholding, the commitments that they've made. But being childlike is so different. Now, you talked about that as well as being able to raise your inner self and your inner child. Talk to us about a few things that people can do to really feel more liberation and more freedom within their inner selves, for that way they can unleash the most brilliant way of living.
Yeah, okay. It's a super question, by the way. Yes. To be yourself, this is one of the most important, let's say, strategies because when you are yourself, you're going to be more confident. You're going to feel that you have lots of skills you can improve and you can also have advantage of. And
Mm.
you know yourself. You know what kind of success stories you've already achieved. And to achieve this high level of, let's say, brilliancy in this life, it's also about set your intentions. We've already discussed that before. You have to know your intentions, why you are doing this, why you are behaving this. And you have to
Mhm.
be honest with yourself. This is really important, Andrea. When you are honest with yourself, you know exactly your weaknesses and your strengths. So when it comes to your strength, you know how to achieve something by using this strength, okay? And you will be really confident while you are living your life. When it comes to your weaknesses, you know exactly, or sometimes I'd like to call them that these kind of skills that they are not your cup of tea. So it's kind of I need to improve them. I need to find some people to learn from them.
Mm.
Maybe I need to have discipline and to change my mindset a little bit to improve this part of my life. So being honest with yourself, it's it's the key. When you are honest with yourself, you know exactly what you're going to do, why you're going to do it, and how you're going to do it. It's kind of everything around you is going to be crystal clear, and every single step you just going to reach or to take it. It's it's a double-edged sword. Like, it has some negativity and it has some positivity. Analyze it, think about it, take your time to understand the circumstances around you, because different circumstances, it means that you need to take different actions for it. So all of this process to understand yourself, understand the circumstances, being honest with yourself, set your positive and pure intentions, roll up your sleeves, and start living life, the life that you deserve and you want. Don't ask that. My parents, they don't believe in me. Don't feel that there are lots of toxicity. Don't feel that there are lots of injustice in this world. Do your part.
Yeah.
Just do your part. But if you just keep thinking about all of this toxicity around us, all of this kind of injustice, all of war crimes around us, you're going to sit in the corner and keep crying, blaming the world, blaming everyone. No, just do your part. Do it the way you feel that you can add something. You can put your fingerprint.
Hmm.
Don't, like, while I'm just publishing my short videos in both a brilliant way or Runjusab, I think I have only 100 subscribers or followers. But I feel every single day, I feel like it's my part. I have to do it. No
Mm.
matter what, no matter how hard the circumstances, but it's my part. I have to do it. If you just think about it, it's going to change your life, and it's going to change lots of things around you while you are doing your part. And when you set your intentions, it's not about, like, when it comes to the result or the fruitful result of your intentions, just leave it for God. If you just surrender like this, you're going to feel this kind of peace inside you. And this is the thing. What's the meaning of peace inside you? Do you know? What's the meaning of that? You feel that there is lots of peace inside you.
Yeah.
Well,
For
it's
me,
kind of
feeling
surrender.
peace, yeah.
Yeah,
For me, feeling peace is surrendering to the oneness, surrendering to something greater than me, because I, in my human brain, which most of us don't lose much of, even the average human being will use like 10% of their brain, if not less. So 90% is up for grabs. Yet my mind cannot understand what will be my future, why this challenge may be in my present. The only thing I can do is exactly what you said: sit with it, understand it, action it, come up with a plan, and execute it. And that plan can just be going to nature and going on a walk to clear my mind, or that plan can be recording a very difficult video and being authentic and raw with the people who I'm sharing it with, right? Or sometimes that plan for me is like, to my kids, I'm like, Mama needs a timeout. Like, peace. Like, it's literally that. But it's being like this essence of being courageous and allowing yourself to know that everything that comes into this path is meant for my own goodness. It's meant as either learning for me, or for me to grow into a potential that I didn't even know I had.
exactly. Perfect. I love it. And you know what about feeling this kind of peace inside your soul? all of us, okay, we have this kind of that we are worshiping and surrender to the greatest power on this earth, right? All of us, you know. So when you feel that this greater power or the greatest power on on this earth is God, and we feel that we are safe, you just surrender, you accept everything, and you feel that there is a wisdom behind everything. When you just think about it, yes, there is a wisdom. Maybe I don't know it right now.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm not going to know it within, let's say, 1 year, but absolutely, some certain point, I'm going to realize it. I'm going to feel it that there is a wisdom, you know.
Yeah.
This kind of feeling inside you will give you this bravery and courageous to step further, to take an action, to feel that you can do lots of things. I don't like this concept of people when they think that I can't do anything or I can't influence anyone. I don't have a fingerprint. Or maybe I'm not going to change the world. We don't want you to change the world. We need you just to do your part, to feel that you are full of satisfaction. You are grateful. So there is really a wisdom behind creating you on this earth. You're not nothing. You are a lot of things, but you need to understand it. Tap into your creativity. Unleash this kind of superpower inside you. Don't feel the limits and just spread your wings and fly the way that you feel that you are satisfied.
Well, you and I know Ruba can talk forever and ever. Fly, butterfly. It's my thing. I really believe that everything in life happens with wisdom, and it's been my foundation to realize that when you have faith, which is, what tawakkul coaching is all about, is having faith and then being patient in the divine timing. Everything just works itself out. We have this beautiful tradition as we wrap up these conversations, which is going to be rapid fires. So these are questions I will ask you, and I want you to just answer them in one word or one sentence without even thinking twice. So keep sharing your wisdom as we close this conversation, Ruba. What do you want to leave behind for the world?
Um, Maybe true legacy.
Okay. How will you know you've led an intentional life?
Um, when I feel that I can touch people's life in a
Wonderful. Love
very
it.
positive way. Yes,
If you can create one law that every single person had to follow in this world, what would that law be?
humanity.
Okay. What is one lesson? And I know it's a lot of lessons, but let's share your one lesson that has made you who you are today, Ruba.
Um, Maybe to have a great issue to root for it.
Okay,
You have to
wonderful.
have this belief and you have to have your own issue to protect it.
All right, this other one is what is the key to a healthy relationship?
Healthy relationship is to be yourself, and the key is within. Just
Okay.
be honest with yourself and with other people.
Okay. And so thank you so very much. I'm truly grateful for you being here, for you sharing your wisdom, your time, your your knowledge. But then the most important thing I think is your energy, here with us, which I think is so contagious. So for those of you who've heard thus far, go ahead and reach out to Ruba Ardah. She's across Instagram and also across LinkedIn as well. And as the show comes to an end, I would like each and every single one of you to know that I'm truly, truly, truly honored and grateful for you taking the time out to hear this conversation. Of course, engage with us. Let us know what resonated well with you. And this show can also be heard on Spanglish World Radio Network. Please check out spanglishworld.ca. and for all the news and the programming. As we close today's conversation, I pray that you've had a remarkable day already and you continue to have one that's just filled with beautiful moments that really you can tap into your own greatness. Also, this show will embark us on a transformative path to be more grateful for the blessings that we have, accept the unfoldings of life, and commit to values and dreams which will allow us to tap into our greatness. As I have tawakkul, which is faith, in all of us. When we unleash our authenticity, we start to live intentionally. Remember, there's only one of you. So design that life with excellence. Spanglish World, watch it, hear it, read it, download it. Most importantly, live into it with intentionality to better serve you. Thank you so very much.
Okay,